Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Standley with Standley Handcrafted, and today we're going to be going over the SoyBliss from 1617. Now this is a wax that they sent me a little while ago, and I've been meaning to do a review on this one. And today we're going to go ahead and just do kind of a first look. We're going to look at the wax, we're going to go ahead and add some oil to it, we're going to pour it in a couple different containers here, and just go over the initial thoughts of this one when we're cutting it up, we're melting it, and we're pouring it. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around. I'm going to show you everything that we're working with here. I've got a couple different cameras set up so that we can get some different angles on this stuff so that we can see exactly how it looks and how it pours. And then I am testing out a new portable burner here. Like I mentioned in the other video, this is kind of a space in works. It's not going to continue to look like this. I know the sound is probably echoing a little bit. And I'd also like to get a couple different camera angles, and I do have some stuff coming, like I said in the video, some sound deadening panels to kind of soften the echo that you can hear right now. But let's go ahead and just jump right into this one, and we're going to go ahead and cut this up and weigh it. And what we're going to be doing is I've got 2 ounces of the bergamot sandalwood here. This is the #1 choice that people wanted to see in the oils that I showed you about a week ago. And I'm actually anxious to see this one. It's a very different combination, the bergamot and sandalwood. So it does smell really good in the bottle. So I'm real curious to see what it's going to smell like in the candle. All right, so what we're going to be doing today is testing out the SoyBliss wax from 1617. And also we're going to be testing out this new portable burner. So we've got pretty much everything set up. I've got the scale. We're going to be using the bergamot sandalwood from Midwest Fragrance Company. This was the #1 picked oil for the ones that you guys wanted me to try. So we're going to do that today. And then of course we're going to be testing in the 1617 Evermore in the Tiffany blue. We're going to be testing out the new Candle Science ceramic tumbler. And then we've got a couple 8-ounce jelly jars with a couple wicks in there because I already know how these burn and the wick that goes into them. This is the HTP 93 in this one. And then of course we got our melting pitcher and our thermometer. So let's go ahead and set this up and we'll see what it looks like. So let's go ahead and weigh this out. And we're going to be doing about 25 ounces in this one just because I want the oil percentage to be 8%. So I've got 2 ounces of oil. I wanted to use the whole thing, so I just went ahead and bumped up the wax. But let's go ahead and look at this one. This is a wax I wanted to try for a while. So we're going to go ahead and cut this one up a little bit. Get that on camera. But it's a very nice looking wax. It's really nice bright white. It's got, like I mentioned in the previous video, just a little bit of an off-white color, but still definitely on the white side. Go ahead and turn this burner on. But it cuts really nice. You can see that. And I'm going to go ahead and add. I don't have a better knife than this one. I need to get a better cutting tool for this. All right, so we are right at 25 ounces exactly. So I've got that all chopped up. We're going to go ahead and set it. We're going to go ahead and set it on the burner, and we're going to see how long it takes to melt down. We're going to bring this up to around 185 degrees, and then we'll go ahead and pull it off, add our oil, and pour. So the main one I want to test with this one is the Evermore from 1617, the Tiffany blue. This one is going to fill to right around like 13 or 14 ounces. It's a 16-ounce jar. And then the second one we're going to be using is the charcoal ceramic Nordic tumbler from Candle Science. This one is going to have a fill to right around like 10 ounces. So the wax that we just did, 25 ounces, should fill both of these perfect. And then of course in the second half of this video, we'll go through and we'll wait for these to cure just a couple days. And then we'll go ahead and put some wicks in there. We'll burn them and we'll see what wicks are actually going to work in both of these. All right, so this is creeping up probably right around 170 degrees right now. It's getting there. Just a little bit longer, and then we'll go ahead and add the oil. Turn off that hot plate. So the oil is fully melted. We're going to go ahead and let it start to cool down a little bit. I pulled it off right at like 190, which is perfectly fine with this wax. We're gonna go ahead and let that cool down just a little bit. Start to let the oil come down right back into the kind of 180 range, and then we'll go ahead and add the oil. All right, so we'll go ahead and remove that thermometer, and I'm gonna go ahead and add the oil. And I'm adding 2 ounces. We're basically doing 8% fragrance load with this wax. And I can already tell with that oil being poured into the wax, this actually smells really good. Give that a good stir, and then we're gonna go ahead and pour into this Evermore and the Nordic tumbler. These come up, and there's still a little bit of oil in here, which is exactly why I brought, still a little bit of wax in here, which is exactly why I brought one of the 8-ounce jelly jars. So that's pretty much it. And then we're gonna go ahead and use one of these wick holders from Hot Throw. These things are really nice. And of course, I have a link to them in the video description down below if you want to get any of these. So that's pretty much it with the melting and the pour. We're gonna go ahead and let these cool down a little bit. And then of course, in the next video, we're gonna go through and I'm gonna test these. We're gonna try to find out exactly which wicks are gonna work best for the Evermore and the Nordic tumbler. And then of course, for the wax, we wanna see what it looks like when it cools. Once it hardens up, we wanna see how even the tops are. And then of course, how the Hot Throw is with the wax. All right, so those are hardening up really nice. The tops of those look really good. A little bit of dipping in the narrower containers, but that is very normal. But overall, those are coming out really nice. All right, so that's pretty much it with this one. We just wanted to get a first look at this wax, just getting it out of the package. It looks really nice. Like I showed in the video, and like I said in the previous video, the look of this wax is really nice. It's a nice white color wax. And of course, for anybody going to a more eco-friendly wax and you want to get away from some of the paraffins, the SoyBliss is a really nice one. And then of course, in the follow-up video for this one, we're gonna go ahead and test the Hot Throw on this one. Very curious to see how this throws and how well it throws. And I know a lot of people watching this video are curious to see this one too, because people are always looking for a nice coconut soy alternative. And of course, if you have any questions on this wax or anything that I did in this video, please let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna try to go through and we'll add all those questions and answer those in the second video or the follow-up video to this one. And of course, we're gonna do a bunch of follow-up videos with the rest of the oils that you guys saw in last week's video from Midwest Fragrance Company. There's still a lot of oils in that one I'm dying to try out. The ones that I have tried out so far have been really nice. And as always, I've included links to anything that I've used in the video, the Evermore container, the ceramic tumbler, all of that stuff from 1617.com, candlescience.com, the wick holders from hotthrow.com. You can find all that stuff in the video description down below. And of course, if you have used this wax, also please tell me what you think of it in the comment section down below. And alongside the links to any of the products that I've used in today's video, you can follow me on any of the social media platforms that I've listed down there as well. Instagram, Facebook, my website, the phone number if you want to sign up for any text alerts as far as like new waxes coming out, new jars coming out, anything that I find, I try to let everybody know. And you can sign up to be notified. That number is 253-303-7968. And of course, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for watching.